You are alone. Billions of years have passed by, mostly in silence. But you are going to be born soon. And even though there will be many people there to greet you, you will have to live your life and eventually die, all on your own. Maybe you'll plant your crops and they won't grow, and your kids will starve to death, and you'll watch it happen. Or maybe you'll run the fastest mile in your whole middle school, and that might feel pretty good, but it will be confusing. How often feelings pass through you, like waves of gravity that you cannot control. Happiness even, with its fickle penchant for hide and seek. Or fear, which often plays tricksy, building a world around itself, in which fear believes more and more fear will help keep you safe. Sometimes you may be so completely lost that you'll cook yourself a delicious goose, then eat an exquisite tart, then some peanuts, then some more peanuts, and some more peanuts, then throw in some peanuts and some more peanuts, and some more peanuts. Tasty. But then what? All the peanuts in the peanut jar won't save you from yourself. All the peanuts in the peanut jar won't tell you why or who you really are. But don't trust me. It's time, right now, to find out for yourself. This is the human experience.
After the moon goes down, just to have a little fun until the day's done. So I say why? If you come around here, I hope you stay the whole damn night and bring some friends and bring some folks. You come along and tell some jokes. If you're anything like me, baby, just you wait and see. If that seems like a good idea. Feet on the air and your head on the ground. Try to strip and spin it.
into the deepest wells. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we won't do to find a way. But I'm gonna walk on to the end, and I wanna meet you there. You know I'm willing to try. I seen it in your eyes. Why do they make me cry? A green golden hue. Nothing I can do but look away. Had something on my mind. Oh, I love to waste my time. There's nothing I can do. Nothing we won't do to slow the day. But I'm gonna walk on to the end, and I wanna hold you near. You know I'm willing to try.
they were as likely to have an out-of-body experience during REM intrusion, that is when...
There is nothing in our current science which suggests that mind and brain can separate, because our science says the mind is created by the brain.
I forget how bright the moon shines, and as it guides me into the ocean, I think about what it would feel like to drown in the waves, getting lost in their swells. No longer am I floating, swallowing the salt, gasping for air. As it gets too deep, I let it wash everything away, sinking deeper into my misery. I see beautiful things when I stop breathing, things that you can't quite see on the surface, things that are dark but divine. When it gets too dark, I beg you to let the light in. Let the world stop for a moment. As I find the surface again, I realize I have not yet taken my last breath, awestruck by a breath of life, feeling brand new, leaving the old me behind, finding hope in this light. As the sun shines upon me now, I see color again. I feel how the world moves. I'm not afraid of the chaos anymore. I'm guided by heaven. I know this life is meant for nothing more than love.
Thank you.
Attention, you are approximately 15 minutes away from the museum exit.
Building there. So the top floor right there, I used to live there. Been in New York for 10 years. Moved here, and then I moved to the city. I moved there. These like 6 guys I barely knew. One of them was a DJ. Actually, the other 5 were also DJs. We had the whole place. I don't know why, but we all stayed in the bathroom because it was just the coldest room. But it's funny. Then we had some friends that lived there, really good friends, and I used to take this rope because there's these 2 guys who were sleeping with these 2 guys. They were gay, and it was during the crisis, the recession, not AIDS. These 2 guys were dating these 2 guys, and so we used to run a rope, and they would kind of like zip line, you know, back and forth. You do what you do to get some bacchanalia.
I know they have a dance place.
This used to be a club that we would go to. Here, this is where we moved after that. And it had this horrible, horrible green paint. I hate green painted buildings, so we...
Weren't you just in a green building?
One over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went out and we scratched just this whole surface until it was shedding like this. And these people down below, they were getting covered in dust. Covered in dust. The New York sanitation department came and they said, well, of course it's all asbestos, it's lead. 2 owners got mesothelioma.
From your scratching?
I don't know if it was directly that. Because I don't... Everything's scaffolding now. That's for legal reasons. We have too many lawyers. Everyone is so scared of a brick falling on their head. It's like if you were meant to die by a brick falling on your head, wouldn't you be so lucky? And 1 brick that fell from that building, you'd be so lucky. But no, you'll die when you're 80 of cancer, which, is that so much better? This neighborhood used to be for the scrappy, for the bold, for the young.
If we cannot live without
If we cannot live without, 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 live without, live without, no,
Looking as far into the technological future as I dare, I'd like to describe the invention to end all inventions. I call it the replicator, and it's simply a duplicating machine. But it's a duplicating machine that can make an exact copy of anything. Now, we're already familiar with perfect copies of printing of pictures and of sounds, yet the camera and the tape recorder would have seemed miraculous to our ancestors. And yet, human beings are almost infinitely adaptable. Look at the incredible changes we've experienced and survived from the Stone Age to the present time. And that is why the future is so endlessly fascinating. Because try as we can, we'll never outguess it.
No, I'm not Felix. What am I? Am I human? Human?